Hey guys, and welcome to episode 8 of my Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Let's Play. I was right with the order of these tracks as I was talking about in the last episode, but anyway, today we're doing the Lightning Cup. First race is Tick Tock Clock from the DS, and we're using Rosalina with the Azure Roller wheels, the Power Oil I think it was, and then I think it's called like the Steel Dive or something, this car. I don't know if it's fast, I didn't look at the stats, but yeah, I thought I'd use it because we haven't yet, and I literally just try to choose things we haven't, and I chose Rosalina just because I don't think we had used a female character in quite a few episodes. I think the last one was Star Cup, which was Bingo Beach, and I think apart from that we haven't used any other female characters. So I chose my favourite one, Rosalina. I just like Rosalina, I think she's cool character and sounds the least annoying out of Peach, Daisy and her. There are obviously other female characters like Wendy and Isabelle and the female villager, etc., which we will use eventually. Don't know if we'll use all 60 characters, or not. There are more than 60 counting like. But what I was going to say is I don't know if we'll use all 42 characters, like one from each thing on the grid, in the first 60 episodes of the Grand Prix, because I might use repeats depending on suggestions, if we get any, etc. But as of recording this video, the first one isn't even out, so I don't have a clue about suggestions at the moment. But for anyone who does want to leave suggestions or has, don't worry, they will get used eventually, and hopefully by random coincidence I will end up using someone's suggestion, maybe even if I just do something on my own. But any suggestions I get, they will be top priority, and you'll know I've seen your suggestion because it will get a heart on the comment from me, so you'll know I've seen it by that. That's generally how you tell if I've read your comment, because if it isn't a useless comment, I will, well, I say useless. If it's something to do with the video and it helps, or it's just something good or useful or whatever, I will probably heart the comment, which I've done with a few I think, but yeah, I will heart every comment I get that contributes something to the video pretty much. So suggestions are that, and they will get hearted, so that's how you determine whether I've read yours yet or not. And I do daily checks on my comments, because I have the comments page as one of my bookmarks on Google Chrome, so I just open that every day to check comments, and usually I don't have any, but for all I know I might soon if this series does well, so who knows. Second course, Piranha Plant Pipeway, which I was talking about in the last episode. One of the few 3DS stages that they actually did quite a bit with, just the background and stuff is a lot better. For example, one of the underwater sections, which I'll talk about later when we get there, has been enhanced a lot, because in the 3DS version of the game, its background basically doesn't exist, it's just a flat wall, but in this, it's a lot different to that. We're almost there, just after this little section, whatever you want to call it, go through this pipe, which is why I think Pipeway is a more fitting name for this map than Slide. And there we go, here we have like massive pipes and some sort of water sewer sorting system or something like that, and also Cheep swimming around for whatever reason. So yeah, it's just a lot more detailed than it was in Mario Kart 7, which is the one on 3DS for anyone who doesn't know. And as I mentioned in, I think it was the Shell Cup, I would record videos on the 3DS, but I don't have the ability to capture the 3DS at the moment, so I can't. But I would like to cover older Mario Kart games, plus older games in general, which I probably can do because Virtual Console, and while it's not yet on the Switch as of recording this video, and probably when it comes out, as in this video comes out, Virtual Console won't be on the Switch yet, but I can still get virtual console games on the Wii U, and I can record that because I use an Elgato HD 60S, which records most consoles. I think it started with like the Xbox 360, the Wii and the PS3, and then can record pretty much anything onwards of that, except stuff like the 3DS and probably PS Vita. Don't know though, I've never even seen a PS Vita in real life, never mind, got one myself. So yeah. Anyway, this course is going quite well. We've not been hit by a single item yet, I don't think, which is nice. Now that I've said that, we'll get bombarded with red shells and blue shells, but it won't matter because it's 50cc and it's easy. I don't know if I've took any different routes throughout this specific track, but I am trying to take different routes throughout all the episodes and all the races, etc., just so it's a bit different, and for people who haven't got the game, they can see all the different routes and maybe whether they want to pick it up or not. But that's not really what my series are about, like determining whether you should pick the game up or not. It's literally just me playing through the game, and I record them because I find them fun. And also, one thing that some people do with Let's Plays that I don't really agree on is if a game doesn't perform really well, they might not continue on with the series, which I think is just stupid. It should be about whether you like the game or not whether your audience likes it. Like, yeah, your audience plays part of it, but not the whole thing. I have endless games I can play though and do Let's Plays on, so don't think I'll ever run out. Plus, obviously, when I get new games I can do them if I want to, or go back to old ones. Anyway, we're now on, I think, my favourite track in the whole game, to be honest. Just because I really like it. Plus the drifting colour when you're inside here. Just all the bright colours are made brighter for whatever reason. So drifting looks really cool, I think. I don't know what the purple drifts look like here. I don't think I've ever used one. I don't think I'm going to get a chance to. I'm pretty sure the colours still stay pretty much the same when you're outside. I might get a chance to if I go down here. And then, no, I'm going to land in there. Wasn't able to drift, you can't. Now, one of the coolest things with this map is as you go on through the race, the map starts to get broken. As you can see, there's cracks there. And in lap 2, everything starts shaking. There we go. That'll fall down shortly. There we go, there it goes. And so will a lot of this, which you can actually sink on if you drive on it just before it falls down. But don't do that. Now in the third lap the map will be a lot smaller, which generally isn't a problem unless you have 200cc and the competition's just bashing into you a lot, but that never really happens with me unless I'm on online, which unless you play a tournament that has 200cc only, you generally don't play 200cc online. It's generally 150, I think, that most races get that. I bet not fall there, good really. I don't think actually in this whole game I've ever fallen down one of them, like as it's shaking. I have multiple times in the Wii version of the game. But yeah, as I mentioned, the track is now thinner in places, which can be difficult. I don't find it difficult. No, I can get blown up. I really don't think my throat likes me recording this many episodes in a row. I don't know why though. I've done more length of recording at once, like in a row before. I think the longest session I ever did was 5 hours straight of recording, which was a lot. But I've currently been recording for only about an hour, I think, maybe an hour and a half. Plus I've been drinking water in between each episode and in cuts and stuff, because To be able to speak, you have to drink, especially when you're speaking for like 15 minutes straight each episode, without many pauses. Here is, in my opinion, one of the worst tracks in the game. Main reason is because they made it into one like Mount Wario, a section track, which just ruined the whole charm of it. The charm of it on the N64, in my opinion, was how it lasted like 6 minutes, which is long, but it made it more fun, in my opinion, because it was unique for that. Plus, you get 6 minutes of the amazing music, not just 2 minutes or however long this track lasts. Because it's insanely short now, it's just stupid. Could have at least done 2 laps if they wanted to shorten it down a bit. But I don't see the problem with long races. 50c races are generally pretty long anyway. And if you want faster races, you just go into 200cc and then everything's fast. I hope they keep 200cc in like the next games, and maybe even bring higher CCs. Or at least more difficult stuff for single player, because 200cc is easy. I now have triple starts on everything, and have been for a while now. In episode 1 I mentioned that I didn't have it all, but that was, when I did that I only had the egg cup left, and I literally, after recording episode 1 and 2, because I recorded them at the same time, I completed it with triple stars. There we go, we blocked that red shell. And we're almost done with this race. There is a train that drops coins for you, and then below the map, as you can see, there's the mushroom kingdom. Something like that. There might have been Toad Harbour over at the back. Maybe, because there was what looked like the Peach Statue of Liberty thing. I don't know. There are quite a lot of connections with maps though in this game. I might possibly not be winning by miles. Owning them. Am I? I can't tell where anyone is. No, I am winning by ages. Drybones is not second, so yeah, Drybones is 10th. So I was still winning by ages. Now, that is it for the Lightning Cup. Don't know if we will have unlocked a new kart vehicle thing. Let's see. There's the Lightning Cup, and have we? Yes, we have, for 240 coins. Seems it's every 30 coins. I swear it used to be 50. I don't know though. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.